Good morning or good afternoon, guys. Stephen here, live a few hours before City versus Liverpool. It looks like we're in a title race. Good old Mackems, is it? Is it the Mackems? I think it is. Sunderland getting 2 points. 2 points drop for Arsenal in the title race. It looks like if we win today, we could be only 4 points behind Arsenal. There was always a bit of an edge already for this game. It's City versus Liverpool, a game that we always pay attention to. I was feeling confident prior, and now, given Arsenal have made their first misstep for a long time, I'm starting to feel... Does this win send a massive message if we manage it today? Honestly, I'm really, really excited. Do let me know in the comments how you're feeling, of course, about the game. Are you excited? Are you expectant? Who do you want to see in the starting lineup? All the usual stuff. And don't forget, if you are new here, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Seriously, I was feeling good about this game during the week anyway. Something about the way City are playing right now, with the attacking prowess we've got, with the creativity, the form of Foden, Shirky, Haaland, Doku, aligned with Donnarumma, Guardiola and Diaz. It made me feel pretty confident. I can already see people in the chat saying, don't jinx it. There's no such thing as jinxing, don't worry. I promise you, me sat in my attic, nowhere near the Etihad, is not changing the course of this game, but I get the scepticism. But yeah, I'm feeling quite confident. I know Liverpool have had a good week, Real Madrid, Aston Villa and so on, but I do feel confident. I don't know, I've got a feeling that our attacking like flamboyance and creativity is in the right place to get a Liverpool side that has been struggling recently. Don't get me wrong, I know it's going to be difficult, and I know Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Wirtz, Salah, Gakpo, they've got an awful lot of quality going forward. I'm just genuinely in a confident place, and given the fact that Arsenal dropped points last night to Sunderland as well, I've got a couple of Sunderland mates as well, and they're buzzing, so thank you very much, Sunderland. Brian Brobby, what a name, getting a last minute equaliser. I can't help but feel if we win today, they're only human, Arsenal. As much as they feel sort of invincible, and they're not invincible, I know they were once, but they're not. As much as they feel, like this might be their time, if we win, if we beat Liverpool, the last season's champions, they drop points against Sunderland, a newly promoted side, a very good one, don't get me wrong, but a side that they would have felt they could do something against. 4 points behind, we're still warming up. It feels like Arsenal, I know they're still warming up and getting going, but they've been sort of flying. And if we're that close still, and we're nowhere near our best, start to feel the pressure, to apply some pressure, to quote Maximo Part. That's one for the 90s indie kids there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty relaxed about it, and I've got a good feeling about today. Of course, I could be talking absolute nonsense. Liverpool, of course, they're champions for a reason. Slot seems to have slightly turned it around. They've got good form. I'm just hoping with our creativity and so on that we've got enough to get there. I'll go for the press conference quotes as always from Guardiola, and let me find them and get them on screen. Guardiola was in chatty mood as per usual. He made a point to say that tomorrow we play against the champions. Arsenal is not the champion. The champion is Liverpool. They come here to defend the title. I guess the point he's making is don't have all eyes on Arsenal. I know they're fantastic. I'm paraphrasing here, of course. But Liverpool are the champions, and they're champions for a reason. We have to... This is the true test of where we're at right now, because they are the best team in the country right now, statistically. Guardiola said about Rodri, when I see Rodri, the doctors and physios say Rodri's ready, he's going to play, my friend. He's going to play. We have to be careful from now on, and be careful, and you cannot step back. Yeah, Guardiola said he's convinced he'll be back, but I am a little bit, starting to feel like Rodri, it's going to be an awful long time, isn't it, until we see the best of Rodri. It's fine, expect it. When you're his age, an incredibly physically demanding position, it'll take a while to find your rhythm again. He will get there. But the good thing is, of course, we're seeing the development of Nico Gonzalez in midfield, who seems to be sort of showing that mini Rodri tendency anyway. So, Guardiola said he wants him back as quick as possible, but he said, I don't want him back, and after he has to make a little step back. We don't want that. In that process, with Kovacic, we don't have him as well. Three holding midfielders proper, we just have one. Yeah, fingers crossed Nico's going to be fine. He also went on to talk about how Rodri could play one game a week, but there's so many games these days. And he did the whole thing he did with Foden as well. He said, I want Rodri to be happy, to start to smile and enjoy. You can see the quotes on screen there and give him a read. We won't labour the Rodri point, but it looks like, unfortunately, he's got a little bit more time to find his form and so on. Guardiola talked about how we're getting on, and I like these quotes actually because it tells you where Guardiola's at, and to me it gives me confidence because look, when you've got a great manager and you've got great players and you're actually doing all right, that's my doorbell, so I wonder who that is. That's probably Arne Slot coming to disagree with me, so ignore that. When you've got great players, maybe it's Pep actually, he wants to clarify what he's been saying. When you've got great players, you've got a lot of chance to do great things, but Guardiola, he said, he's even more critical. He said, I think we're learning to play better in different ways. And I still have the feeling that defensively we are not like I'm dreaming of. We conceded a few chances of goals. I think we're learning to play better against different shapes, man marking, low blocks and deep. At the beginning, we struggled a little to read exactly what we had to do. So what he's saying there is that, look, as good as we have been, we're getting better. We're not what he's got in mind perfectly yet, which is good. If you've got a relentless winner and a man who is absolutely dying to make sure we correct the wrongs of last season, it's a really good sign, especially when we could only be 4 points off the top of the table today with a little bit of luck. He said, like I said 1 month ago, I have the feeling we're getting better. The big teams, when you win, from my experience, when you arrive at the end of April, May, to win the titles is how much you grow from September, October, every month. The team who wins are the teams who grow. It's what I always keep saying about these videos and during these videos and in games in the first half and second half and the first half and the second half of the season. The reason City get better is because Guardiola is such a relentless tweaker. Like, he looks at what works and what doesn't work, and he refines it and refines it. And City are the kind of side that warm into their best form. We are not out the blocks, blowing people away. Of course, it can happen every now and then, but we are a team that finds its way in. We're a Swiss Rolex of a watch where he's got a billion little gears, grinding and moving around. That makes this beautiful contraption. Some people are just a Casio watch, turn it on, it's brilliant, and that's absolutely fine. But we're way more complex than that, and that's the beauty of it, in my opinion. And why I reckon by February, March, as good as we are right now, I honestly believe we'll be better again. And at that point, if you're close around January, at that point, who knows what you can achieve. So yeah, I'm pretty relaxed about it. Of course, as well, we can't ignore that it's 1,000 matches today for Guardiola as well, as a manager. That's a lot of football matches. I don't think I'll do another 1,000, but I'll take another few hundred, Guardiola, if you don't mind, mate. That would be good. Haaland said about Liverpool, they are champions. They're playing with the gold badge on their sleeves. It's going to be a difficult game. Spent a lot of money this summer, so what can you say? I don't think they have many weaknesses. Yeah, they don't indeed. So yeah, let's look at how we played last time around. We played, of course, Dortmund, and it was an awful lot of fun. As I was saying in the video for that one, we got our joy back, and that's what I enjoyed the most about that game, was the exuberance and the creativity and the many different ways that we got at a good Dortmund side, one who'd won the Bundesliga this season. Phil Foden, the star, with 2 fantastically brilliant goals, throwbacks to his PFA Player of the Season campaign and form with 2 wonderful goals. Haaland relentlessly brilliant as always. Doku aggressive. Shirky with a late additional goal. And overall, a shape that I'm expecting to see sort of similar to this game. We'll try and put the lineup together now. So I'll bring it up on screen. What I want to see is this. I want to see big João Luigi Donnarumma in goal. It's got to be O'Reilly, by the way, because he's I think he's going to be starting for England as it starts at the World Cup. So it's got to be him. Sorry, ain't Nori, but it's got to be Nico. Vardiol, Diaz, and then I'll go for Mateus Nunes. I was tempted to say maybe Kusanov, but I don't think he's got the rhythm and form yet, and it'd be really harsh on Nunes. He's starting to find an awful lot of form. So I think it'll be Nunes. I can expect to see midfield. I'm really hoping he does this. I really want to see him play Shirky as well. I think it could be like we saw the other day. Silva, Foden, Nico Gonzalez, Nico G. Then I think hopefully Doku, Haaland and Shirky. That's what I want to see. I want to see this because I think it works really nicely. Shirky on the right. And the reason I would play Shirky is because we're at home. And I think Liverpool's defence, as much as it's got, once, if not currently, world-class players, Robertson and, of course, Van Dijk and so on, they haven't got their best goalkeeper right now. Van Dijk has not had his best season. Konate is a good player, but they had struggles at right-back as well. Bradley's a good player, but he's not a great player. The new signings in Kirkers and Frimpong haven't really hit the ground running so far. I want to see this. I just want to see what we saw the other day because it works, in my humble opinion. It's our best way to get at them. Play the back line that we know we trust right now. Play Nico Gonzalez with Bernardo Silva. And I know some of you be thinking, why are you playing Bernardo there because he's not been his best? Bernardo is essential in a game like this. For one, he hates Liverpool, and that is the needle that we need in a big game. And 2, he has the game intelligence and the work rate to cover for Nico Gonzalez and know if O'Reilly goes forward or if Nunes goes forward, he will drop back and cover that gaping hole in defence. You got to play him. He's our captain, and these kind of games, he's absolutely essential. Nico Gonzalez, nothing needs saying there. And Foden, of course, an absolute no-brainer. Likewise, Haaland and Doku. The only other option, you could play Savinho potentially, Oscar Bob, but I think you play Shirky on the right, as we saw the other day, because, look, I know we maybe sacrifice a little bit defensively, but lightning in a bottle, man. Like, once you capture it, I don't know what you do with lightning in a bottle, but hold it up. I don't know what you do, but either way, it'd be mad not to use the brilliance of Shirky in a game like this, because something tells me that Shirky is a big game player and he'll very much enjoy this challenge. He's the guy who utterly bleeds football, like is in his very core, and I think he'll feel something from this as well. Yeah, so he was on the bench, wasn't he? the other day, Bernardo. So he's gonna start, and he's an absolute hater. I love Bernardo Silva. I know he hasn't been his best form, but that man, he can't stand United and he can't stand Liverpool, and that for me, that's enough. He's like us. He's like me, and that's what I enjoy about that. So I'm expecting something like this. There could be a few changes. I don't think there should be. I think the defence picks itself. I think the midfield 3 picks itself, to be honest. The only real change is 1 or 2 potential shifts up front, but I don't see anything else. He might be tempted by... He might be tempted by Guardiola at left back and Stones in there somewhere, but I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's going to trust O'Reilly, who his physicality, his presence, he's got an awful lot to offer this City side. It's only a short video today because I'm actually going to the game, so I want to start making the trip from Rami over to Manchester for it. I can't wait for it. I've got a feeling it's going to be a fun game of football today. There's many different ways this could go. If Liverpool are, resurgent and they find the best form, it could be a really difficult game. But I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe it's the coffee or the sleep deprivation talking here. Maybe it's blind optimism, and maybe it's just because the stars have aligned and Arsenal dropped points. But I've just got a feeling today that, I don't know, I'm feeling confident about it. I think there's going to be goals in it. I'm going to go for a quite confident 3-1. I know that sounds big, and they're going to score, obviously. Salah will always score against us, and they're going to run. But I just don't know. I think our forward line right now is just so much vigour and vim and vibrancy to the City side that I'm expecting to see, ideas and energy, and I can't wait for it. I'm going to 3-1 or I'm going to go for it, And look, the worst case scenario is we lose this, whatever, and then we're sort of where we were, a team that's lost to champions, but a team building something. As long as we play well today, of course I want the win, but I want to see this side take another step forward, and fingers crossed we'll go for it. If we win, it's going to be your man Haaland scoring a couple as well, as usual, and I go for Foden to get the other. I'm not on City Live today, no. I'm just going along and doing some other stuff, actually, around the grounds. You see me, say hello. And I'm watching my mate today. In block 121, I think I'm in. I'm looking forward to it, so I can't wait. Super chat from Brian. Do I watch non-league games at your local club? I've been to 2 Rami United games, actually, mate. I've been to a couple there. I've not had the chance, really, because I obviously got the kids and that, but Ramsbottom United is my local team, and they play next to the Riverside, a little Riverside thing, and it's like a 10-minute walk, 5-minute walks from my door. Every time I've been, it's awesome, Brian. But I've just not been to many just because I've not had a chance, because babies are quite attention grabbing, unfortunately, and even watching City is tough enough, but I will one day. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there because I haven't got a lot of time to get down to the ground and so on. No watch long today, but I'll be live probably a couple of hours after the game by the time I get home with traffic and so on. Hopefully, if I haven't got a voice, that's a good thing. If I'm talking, it means it's been too quiet. Fingers crossed, I'm voiceless and happy. See you there. Enjoy the game, guys. Catch you later. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Give the video a like. Come on, you Blues. Bye-bye.